Hello and welcome to Deck of the Week. This is Ron, your host of the Magic Sock Podcast. You can visit the Magic Sock at www.themagicsock.com. This week, what we're going to put together this is a Land Destruction Highlander deck that I have, and I'm going to break it apart very quickly. Then I'm going to ask that you send feedback to me at themagicsock@gmail.com. Let me know what you would do to change the deck. Let me know specifically what cards you would pull out, what cards you would add. And what I'm trying to start up here is send me in your deck through email at themagicsock@gmail.com. Make sure that it's a tournament legal deck. I don't care if it's vintage, legacy, extended, standard. I don't care what format it is. Just make certain that it is a full legal deck for that particular format. So let's jump right in. Premise is pretty simple. I opted with 4 colors. You can see red, black, white, and green. I've got shock lands that are in the deck to be able to help me get my mana based. I have special land, wasteland, treetop village for early beatdown if I get it out, savage land for black, red, and green, Volrath's stronghold to be able to pull creatures back from my graveyard. Then I have the dual lands for the colors that I need, plateau, badlands, etc. straight across. Now I also have the fetch lands from Onslaught to also help me get the particular color that I need. Jumping into artifacts, I have a Black Vice, Sword of Light and Shadow, Sword of Fire and Ice. Now I opted with a 4-color deck. Again, this is an early version of the deck. I have white, and white is basic for my removal and plus win cards. So you can see I've got an Oblivion Ring for removal, Enlightened Tutor, so I can go for one of the artifacts, or I can go for a particular enchantment if I so needed it, like Bitter Blossom. Elspeth, Knight Errant, Planeswalker, Decree of Justice, which I have in there. I have a Condemn. Let me pull that Condemn out there. It's kind of hiding for me. And a Sword the Plowshare. Now, the main land destruction part of the deck is obviously black and red with some gold, and I have Ice Storm for green. So for black, I have a Nightscape Battle Mage, Bitter Blossom, Rain of Tears, Fulminator Mage, Dark Confidant to be able to help you get spells faster that you need, Braids, Cabal Minion to help lock down your opponent, Demonic Tutor to go for that win card that you need, Liliana Vest to help disrupt your opponent, Icequake, Land Destruction, and Sinkhole, Land Destruction. Now in green, Regrowth, Rancor, Birds of Paradise, Crozing Grip, Rock's Charger, Garruk Wild Speaker, Deus of Calamity, which I like because if he does 6 or more damage to an opponent, destroy target land that opponent controls, and he has trample. He works well if you happen to go for a Sword of Light and Shadow or Sword of Fire and Ice with the Enlightened Tutor, or go for Demonic Tutor to put the 2 guys together. Really nice combo there. Genesis to help me get creatures back from my graveyard, Creeping Mold, Land Destruction, Life from the Loam to be able to get me land back if I'm losing land. However, this is a questionable card for me, especially since it might be banned in the Highlander format later this month. So in January 2009, this card might be banned, so that card might be going. Ice Storm, Land Destruction, Wild Nactal because it gets +1/+1 if I have a mountain, and another +1/+1 for plains, Naturalize, and a Court Archers. Now the gold cards, Pernicious Deed, Putrefy, Ajani Vengeance to help lock down opponent's land, Fumarole to be able to destroy target creature and target land, Stormbind, nice win condition there at the end game, Woolly Thoktar, big beatdown, Sprouting Thrynax, beatdown, and plus if he goes away he gets 3/1/1 greed Saproling tokens, which is nice. Violent Ultimatum, destroy target permanents, an awesome card if I can pull it off. Sarkhan Vol, great way to, again, to be able to give all your creatures haste and +1/+1, or steal a creature of an opponent, or put the 5/4/4 red dragons into play. I've actually won with the dragons, which is kind of nice, and playing this deck once. Branching Bolt, Jund Charm, and Necrogenesis to help, like with dredge decks, to be able to get rid of their creature cards, put nice simple 1/1 tokens into play, which can be used with the Predator Dragon. When he comes into play, he does devour, and he has haste and flying. Molten Rain, again, in there because of land destruction, pillage, land destruction. Talked about the Predator Dragon. Curd Ape, Dwarven Blast Miner, land destruction. Stone Rain, Lightning Bolt, Lava Runner, land destruction. Jund Battle Mage, Avalanche Rider, land destruction. Urza's Rage actually was able to win a game playing a Demonic Tutor. My opponent was at 2 life, was able to get a Demonic Tutor, do the Urza's Rage, and he had a counter spell in hand but could not counter it because it can't be countered by spells and abilities. Orcus Settlers are also for land destruction. Lava Blister, I had never seen this card before, and in the Highlander format, destroy target non-basic land unless its controller has Lava Blister, deals 6 damage to him or her, and for 2 mana, it's a nice card. Incendiary Command, it's on the bubble for me, might be getting rid of it. It's nice because it can do mass damage to 2 creatures. However, I am not necessarily that sold on it because it's very expensive. Sure, can target a non-basic land for land destruction, but it's in there just to see how it does. So the basic premise of the deck is, get a good land base starting off with so that you can play an early land destruction card. Sinkhole, Ice Storm, Molten Rain, or Pillage, something of that nature. Build your mana base up, get some creatures out on the board, and just whack away at your opponent. As soon as you get a fetch card, a search card of your library, something like the Enlightened Tutor or Demonic Tutor, or you get it through the Dark Confidant, you definitely want to go for something like a Sword of Light and Shadow or Sword of Fire and Ice. You can drop it on a creature and just keep attacking to get through your opponent. I found that the deck is pretty effective in removing threats that are on the board. The problem is it's 4 colors. I'm thinking, and it's been suggested to me that I remove the white from the deck. If I remove the white, I'm going to lose Oblivion Ring, a lot of my card removal, so I'll have to see how that works, as well as I'll lose some of my gold cards. For example, the Ajani Vengeant, I'll lose that. I'll lose the Woolly Thoktar, which is an early game beatdown card. And let's see, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I would lose. I wouldn't lose anything too much. I'd be able to also tinker with my land to remove some of these duels, because if someone else is playing like Crucible of the Worlds with a Wasteland, I'm in a world of hurting because I'm not going to be able to do much. For those of you out there who are thinking, why is Strip Mine not in my deck? Remember that Strip Mine is banned in the Highlander format. And again, if you're interested in the Highlander format, visit www.highlandermagic.info. So again, I need some help. Take a look at this deck. Send an email to themagicsock@gmail.com. Send me your feedback to let me know what you pull from this deck, and also send me in a deck. If you'd like me to critique a deck just as I've just critiqued this one, just basically rip it out and show it on the board so that everybody can see, and then people can send in feedback to help you strengthen your deck. So thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Deck of the Week, the Magic Sock. Take care.